Hello there. It's nice to have you again on leadership platform of MBC USA TV. And my guest today is a very special personality you'll like to meet. He holds a doctorate degree in diabetes education and management. And of course, his first and second degrees in medical laboratory science. He is somebody that has distinguished himself in his calling, also as the president of Umumbise Association of Indiana. Currently, he's the chief executive officer of White Lamb Resources, with special interest in diabetics, and of course, the chairman of interest here is the chairman of Voluntary Condolence Contribution VCC of Mbise USA. I talk of no other person other than Prince Ike Nwaturuocha, PhD. My pleasure to have you join us.
Thank you for having me.
Uh, Prince, let's start talking from your very transition from our own country, Nigeria, into the United States. I'm sure you would like to share briefly a bit of your experience as to help those, the younger generation, on how to adjust to life in the United States. Let's start from there.
Yeah, thank you so much. Actually, I used to live in Melbourne, Australia. I lived there for quite some time, working with the IDF, that's the International Diabetic Federation, as a council member and Nigerian representative. However, I relocated to America 10 or so years ago, to be with my family. So coming here, was an opportunity to stay together with my family.
Well, you took so much interest, in pushing your academics to the limits, developing your educational background and capacity. How did it come with you? Was it in Australia or a combination of both?
A combination of both. Well, it wasn't an easy journey, given the fact that as an advanced postgraduate degree, designed specialized education, research, public health system, administration, and it involves a lot of dedication, determination, and hard work, depriving yourself some certain things, and focusing on your goals.
Mhm.
The reward is huge, so one could be proud and feel that sense of accomplishment. Increase the recognition personally and professionally, and credible of the credibility being an expert and researcher in diabetics education and management.
Yeah, talking about that, a place of interest for me is your position as the chairman of VCC of MBC USA. And currently, a window has been opened for people to key into that. What would you tell me about VCC? What is it all about?
Well, VCC, Voluntary Condolence Contribution, it's a benefit program of MBC USA designated to assist qualified beneficiaries, that enrolled into the VCC after the waiting period. As you know, members are dealing with incidental expenditures associated with the loss of an active patient. So that is where VCC comes in.
So what does it take? What is the qualification actually? Because when you say for those that are qualified, what does it take to key into the program? With this window running between August
Yeah,
1 to 31.
yes. As you know, MBC USA is a chapter-based organization. So we only accept participants from affiliate chapters of the organization. And secondly, for one to enroll in VCC, there is a one-time payment of $200 registration, which should be paid to the local chapter representative.
Okay, well, just once you're a member, will you join today? Are there some months you need to stay before you could join? Because it's just once a year that people can register. Are there plans, to ensure that people could key in sometime apart from August?
No, because it's like we don't call it insurance, but there is a window for of course, about the how insurance how they operate. So we only have the window in August, between August 1st and 31st,
Mhm.
for people to enroll. After that, they will have to wait for 6 months in order to be eligible for benefits. So we don't have any kind of we don't
Any
have
other window
any other
apart from
window
that?
yeah, exactly, yes.
Oh, well, now talking about the benefit, because you extend this to the family of the bereaved, and it's $10,000, I guess. I don't know. Are there plans towards you wish to confirm this? But are there plans, towards increasing this amount to the beneficiaries?
Yeah, you're correct. You're very correct. The benefit has been 10,000 since its inception, and my team and I are discussing of raising it to 15,000 to accommodate the rising cost. And we are very optimistic that this will work, pending the approval from the board and the executive. So we are very optimistic that it will work as soon as possible.
Oh yeah. Well, when we talk about the VCC and all that, is something of interest. Are there challenges in such operations?
Yeah, when we started, it was hectic. It was very difficult, but I believe presently we don't have any sort of difficulty in our operation.
Hmm.
And we believe because in VCC we have sufficient funds to pay, and hopefully the board and the executive will approve the 15,000.
Now you are the charter president of Mbise, Indiana. A very unique chapter, so to say, and you've midwifed this, to come to fruition. Mbise Association of Indiana. What has it been like?
Yeah, to be honest, it's been hectic, and when a new chapter begins, a lot of personal and organizational changes must be made to accommodate each other, and there will always be strategic long term planning and always working for new methods to grow our membership and remain on top of the progress. So getting a chapter running, it's difficult, but I believe with time, we'll get there.
Okay. Would you want to highlight the importance of those who are waiting in the wings, towards identifying with Mbis associations that scatter across United States, uh, particularly Mbise USA?
Yes, it's very important in the sense that a lot of benefits like the VCC we are talking about. And here in India now, we started, and a lot of people identified with us. And as you know, there are people that would always wait to see it running, and there are also people that would like to sacrifice. Everything about life is sacrifice. So I encourage people, to not to look at the difficulties, at the initial stage. With time, things will get better. And I believe Umumbisa Association of Indiana are presently enjoying the dividends of, being a member of Umbisa USA.
You've been following the trends of Mbise USA as an umbrella body of Mbise in America. What is your view about its mission and vision, and what the goals it has set for itself?
Well, Umbisa USA is quite effective. The leadership of our Chiara Soese Chendu and Dozo Bodaloziagowa, has produced a lot of verifiable results. They have exhibited strength in three core organizational areas: leadership above expectation, decision making and structure very excellent, due processes and detailed attention to cultural values and the influence to the younger generation, they are on point.
Mhm.
So I believe that we are on a good track. You can see many chapters are coming up, and everyone is now involved in and carried along in the decision making of MBC USA. So that is what it takes to have such outstanding leaders.
Oh, well, we know that we'll continue to forge ahead. We have 1 year to go to have a transition to another administration. What are your takes on that? What do you think NBC we should look forward to?
They should look forward to an exceptional leader, someone who has been in the system, someone who knows how to, treat people, who treats people with respect. We are going to we're going for the election next year, so we expect the best. We expect someone like Charles Echendo, who will always be there for us, in all times.
Okay, let me go away from issues of NBC USA and cue into your position as the Chief Executive Officer of White Lamb Resources. And I know with special attention to diabetes, looking at your involvement at the last 2023 medical mission to Nigeria, particularly in MBC. What can you tell us about that, especially diabetes? How does it affect us?
Yeah, our White Lamb Resources specializes in oil and gas and healthcare services here in the US.
Mhm.
And whereas White Heart Diabetics Care is a non-profit based in Nigeria, our participation in the recent MBC USA medical mission was very critical because many diabetics related illnesses have been ignored and misinterpreted at home, causing a significant harm to those affected.
Mhm.
So White Hat provides free testing equipment, glucometers, and free insulin pens, given how expensive insulin pens are currently. Free diabetics educational materials and insulin refills. So we call them, whenever we feel that they need insulin, we call them. So and White Hat has a diabetics screening and insulin distribution center in Guru, Abombise. It covers all Ombise villages that, we put it every day. They come there to get their refills and, check their blood sugar and also refills on testing strips. So we do that free of charge. And most of the times, we encourage them or pay for their services to go for lab works like A1Cs and hemoglobin, so they do that. So now lastly, I would like to encourage people to eat healthy, exercise, pay attention to the psychological and physiological functions of their body system. It helps a lot. At home, the last medical mission was something else. In fact,
I was going to take you on, the statistics you released after your experience at the last medical mission. Would you want to highlight it a bit and why people should be a lot more cautious about their health?
yes, at home, people seem to forget about that this is just one life. They live their life carelessly. You could attribute that to, the cost of living at home. Despite that, we encourage people to always eat healthy, exercise, and, pay very much, very good attention on their psychological and physiological functions because it helps to study your but it helps to you to know how you feel at any given time. And also, like we say USA did a medical mission, people should find such opportunities. It helps a lot. And we didn't be say USA, we have decided to be partnering with them. We've signed an agreement to partner with them for 10 years. So not only to partner with them during medical missions. You know what we want in a situation that they will send people to us for refills.
Okay.
You know,
Well,
yeah.
on a last note, I want your word on how or what steps could be taken to ensure that we'll be able to consolidate on the successes achieved during the last medical mission, and how volunteers, professionals, and the people could get involved to make it a huge success.
Yeah, you see, the last medical mission was a huge success, like you said, and we need that is where we need someone who is capable of repeating such thing. You know, it's going to play the next year's election is going to play a very big role. You know, because we want such thing to be sustained. So I strongly believe that with time, we will, try to see the areas we did not perform well and the areas that we did perfectly well and work on that. And God's willing, our chair has said that it's very important to start the medical village, so as we don't have to always be coming every year. We can have sustainability, have something that could be there for our people even when we are not available, when we are not reachable. So those things, if we can put those things in place, I believe medical mission will add to what is already on ground.
Well, on that note, I'd like to say a special thank you to you and, of course, your wife and children for allowing you that space to always contribute to the development of our community and for professional excellence. I say special thanks to Prince Ike Nwaturuocha for being our guest.
Thank you, sir.